This ain't one of them times you can slide by what you say that you gonna do. Put your money up, run that phase, I'm just showing proof. You know the vibes, partner. Ain't got no wins up in my casa, clowning the day, gone in la mañana. I've been on fire lately, train my spirit, mind and body daily. Victory is sweet, that's the science, baby. It's only right we represent from Tampa to Tally. And keep the pressure on these ops, they cardio lacking. Till you flapping on the canvas and bobbing, you're weaving, unleashing the fury on your face while the audience screaming. Hope they got great seats or the pay-per-view. Let's get the breakdown from J, DJ, and Q. You know the vibes. Yeah. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
What up, everybody? This is Boxing Vibes TV podcast coming to you live. All right. We got my man JD, we got my man Jay, and I'm Q. You know what I mean?
What's up?
What it do? So first off, I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Mahito, man, for blessing us with the intro track, man.
Most definitely, man. I mean? Appreciate that.
Appreciate the brother. And we about to we about to tip it off with the first topic is, would y'all like to see Mike Tyson fight a bare knuckle fight for around the tune of $20 million? I hear getting offered to jumpstart, give a dynamic boost to the sport of bare knuckle boxing. And if so, if y'all with it, and let's just say he get to pick the fight he want, who would y'all like to see Mike Tyson square with, man? Action knuckle back against the wall. Who would y'all like to see? You want to take it first, Jay?
Man, I'll go ahead and take it, man. I'll take it. Honestly, personally, I really honestly don't really care to see him do this. And at first, when I first heard the report and I saw 20 million on the table, I initially, I'll admit, my first reaction was I'd like to see Mike Tyson go ahead and do it. But then after I sat back and I thought about what he would be potentially doing for bare knuckle fighting, I thought, man, only under one stipulation would I be okay with Tyson doing it, is if bare knuckle fighting was going to give him some kind of ownership in the company. Now, if they were to give him some type of ownership in the company, then I think you do something like possibly engage in a fight, take your $20 million. Now you have stake in the company. You get to pick whoever you want to fight. Somebody who can't really harm you or damage you at age 53. But outside of a sweet deal like that, I don't want to see Mike Tyson lend his star power to a company like that on the come up just for 20 million for them to end up raking in most of the financial profit that they would gain off of a fight like that. So I'm kind of now at a no, although again, I was a yeah at first, but I'm at a no unless they're going to come to the table offering Iron Mike some kind of ownership after he does this deal.
Look. So it's funny because we are completely miles apart from what we started when JD introduced the possibility of having a topic on the show. Man, I was like, hell no, that could be like a side issue. But when I'm for something, I'm all the way for it. So that's a hell yeah for me. Especially the way that it was presented, to where he'd be fighting. I'm all for it with Shannon Briggs. One of the stipulations I was thinking about, and Q, you provide some more insight on this. I wanted to be a boxer. I wanted it to be an older boxer. And then for 20 million, I say, hell yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Tyson doesn't necessarily need the money because he's kind of clear up his debts. But to be frank about it, he's a better fighter than Shannon Briggs ever was. I think he'll be that at any point in time.
Well, real quick, Jay, I don't want to interrupt you, but the game move at the speed of light, and I don't really like Shannon Briggs. It's been a lot of news since then, and the latest thing I saw was it was him in Holyfield in Saudi Arabia in like July. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. It was hypothetical all at first, and it's still hypothetical because nothing is etched in stone. But right now there's more of a hypothetical, and it's not really. So now we looking at it like in our mind, who would you like to see? Because I don't know how it's gonna end up. And by the time we get off of this thing today and go check the news, it might be somebody else or a whole nother situation. So just keep it happen. It ain't really what we talked about the other week. Because
no. What I'm saying is under the conditions that I'm all for it. So there's because there's still stuff going back and forth, and then we'll jump into there's a rumor swirling about ever since Evander Holyfield showed his fight video about a trilogy between two very famous heavyweights. But me personally, I was against it. I thought it was and I kind of likened it to when there was a big rumors swirling around when UFC was really on the come up about Mike Tyson accepting a fight over in the UFC, and ultimately he ended up not going that route, even though Dana White, Mike Tyson are considerably close. So at first I was against it, but if it's really marketing, right? Because they need names and they need to give it some credence. I mean, they did have polymyalgic, but he's a boxer. He's not a brawler, so he wasn't the perfect candidate, even though he had the name for it. But I'll say straight up, I'm for it. I say hell yeah, especially because I can't think of two more entertaining personalities retired from the sport than Shannon Briggs, Mike Tyson. They have a history, a friendly history. So it'll be an interesting, entertaining, and that's for me, that's entertainment. I think it'll be. I think there'll be a mutual respect for Tyson and Shannon Briggs, especially for the fact that Shannon Briggs used to look up to Tyson in the same neighborhood. So I think as far as having backyard rivalry, giving the sport some kind of notoriety, I love it. I'm all in for it. I want to see it. And that's completely opposite of where I was when I started, when JD presented the possibility of having that topic on our show. Go ahead,
Tempo. All right, so basically, I'll be for it also, man. I had to keep it real, JD. You gave me a power up on a financial, on a entrepreneurial side of things that I really respect, because I want Tyson. I like to see him take a stake in it. If you're gonna put yourself out there like that, I like to see you maximize the potential of it. So if you do get crushed, you know what I'm saying, I want it to really be worth it, because that 20 mil, I mean, money come and go, man. But if you got some real stake in it, to where if you done balloon this thing up, you get some residual income on a regular basis, that make more sense. Yeah. But I will tune in. I will support anything Mike Tyson do at this point, because like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson is the reason.
Hey, hold up. Show that shirt again. You gotta show it.
Don't do like that. Don't do like that.
Hey, man. Hey, salute to Mike Tyson.
Don't do it like that.
I almost had this shirt on when we went to see Tyson, man, and I don't really know how that would have went.
Hey, he really did. He really did, man. I was like, boy, you a brave soul.
Hey,
listen.
I would be for it, man.
Mike Tyson.
Say it again.
I said I'm glad you didn't, because Mike Tyson gonna always be Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, man. Most definitely, bro. All right, so we're gonna slide on to the second topic, man. I think we all tune into that, and at the end of the day, we'll all watch it and we'll all support it. With our reservations, hoping that Mike Tyson make it out of that thing, man, without being damaged, because he's 53 years old and he's in a great space right now. All right, so